We live in a world obsessed with sugar. It's in almost everything we eat and drink, and it's hard to escape its sweet allure. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, sugar is a constant companion in our daily lives. Whether it's the sugar in our morning coffee, the sweet snacks we reach for during the day, or the desserts we indulge in after dinner, sugar is always there, tempting us. It's everywhere, from candy bars to pasta sauce. You might be surprised to learn just how many everyday food items contain added sugar. It's not just in the obvious places like cookies and cakes, but also in foods you might not expect, like bread, salad dressings, and even pasta sauce. This pervasive presence of sugar in our diets has become a significant concern for health experts. This wasn't always the case. There was a time when sugar was a rare and expensive commodity, reserved for special occasions and celebrations. Our ancestors lived in a world where natural foods were the norm and processed foods were virtually non-existent. They relied on the sweetness of fruits and the natural sugars found in whole foods to satisfy their cravings. Our ancestors consumed far less sugar. Their diets were rich in whole foods, including fruits, vegetables, nuts, and lean proteins. They didn't have access to the vast array of sugary treats that we do today. As a result, they consumed far less sugar and were likely healthier for it. Their bodies were not subjected to the constant influx of sugar that we experience in the modern world. Today, we are bombarded with sugary treats, and our brains are paying the price. The constant availability of sugary snacks and drinks has led to a dramatic increase in sugar consumption. Children and adults alike are consuming more sugar than ever before, and this has serious implications for our health. The brain, in particular, is highly sensitive to the effects of sugar. This overconsumption of sugar has serious consequences for our health, particularly our brains. Studies have shown that excessive sugar intake can lead to a range of health issues, including obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. But perhaps even more concerning is the impact of sugar on our brain health. High sugar consumption has been linked to cognitive decline, memory problems, and an increased risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. It affects how we think, feel, and even our risk for chronic diseases. Sugar can alter the brain's chemistry, affecting mood and behavior. It can lead to feelings of anxiety, depression, and irritability. Over time, the constant consumption of sugar can impair cognitive function and increase the risk of mental health disorders. Additionally, the link between sugar and chronic diseases means that our overall health is at risk. Understanding sugar's impact is crucial for making informed choices about our diets. By becoming more aware of the hidden sugars in our food and making conscious decisions to reduce our sugar intake, we can protect our brain health and improve our overall well-being. Reading food labels, choosing whole foods, and limiting processed foods are all steps we can take to reduce our sugar consumption. It's time to take control of our diets and prioritize our health in a world awash in sugar. When you eat sugar, your brain gets a rush of dopamine. This is a natural chemical in your brain that plays a major role in how we feel pleasure. It's part of the reward system in our brain, which helps us to repeat behaviors that are essential for survival, like eating. But when it comes to sugar, this system can get a bit out of whack. This feel-good chemical makes you crave more. It's like your brain is saying, "Hey, that was great, let's do it again." This is why you might find it hard to stop at just one piece of candy or one cookie. The more sugar you consume, the more your brain starts to expect and crave it. The more sugar you eat, the more your brain gets used to it. Over time, you might find that you need to eat more and more sugar to get that same rush of pleasure. This is because your brain's reward system becomes less sensitive to sugar, a phenomenon known as tolerance. It's similar to how people can develop a tolerance to drugs or alcohol. This can lead to tolerance, meaning you need more sugar to get the same pleasurable feeling. And as you consume more sugar, your brain's reward system continues to adapt, making it even harder to achieve that same level of satisfaction. This can create a vicious cycle where you're constantly seeking out more sugar to try to recapture that initial feeling of pleasure. Sugar also provides a quick burst of energy. This is because sugar is a simple carbohydrate that your body can quickly convert into glucose, which is the primary fuel for your cells. When you eat something sugary, your blood sugar levels spike, giving you a rapid boost of energy. This can make you feel more alert and awake, at least for a little while. However, this is followed by a crash. After the initial spike in blood sugar, your levels can drop just as quickly, leading to a sudden feeling of tiredness and lethargy. This is often referred to as a sugar crash. During this crash, you might feel even more tired and sluggish than you did before you ate the sugar. This can make it hard to concentrate and get things done. This roller coaster of highs and lows can impact your mood and focus throughout the day. When your blood sugar levels are constantly spiking and crashing, it can be difficult to maintain a steady level of energy and concentration. This can make you feel irritable, anxious, and unfocused. Over time, these fluctuations in blood sugar can also have more serious effects on your health, including an increased risk of developing conditions like diabetes and heart disease. So while that sweet treat might give you a quick boost, it's important to be mindful of how much sugar you're consuming and the impact it can have on your brain and body. Sugar can be addictive, much like drugs. It triggers the same reward pathways in the brain. When you eat sugar, your brain releases dopamine, creating a pleasurable feeling. Your brain starts to crave this feeling, leading you to seek out more sugar. This cycle of craving and consumption can be hard to break. It's why many people find it difficult to control their sugar intake, even when they know it's not good for them. Sugar can have a significant impact on your mood. The initial sugar rush can make you feel happy and energized. However, this feeling is short-lived. As your blood sugar levels drop, you may experience mood swings, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. These fluctuations can make it difficult to focus on tasks, maintain stable relationships, and manage stress effectively. Over time, this can take a toll on your overall well-being. Sugar's lingering shadow long-term effects on the brain. The impact of sugar on our brain is profound and far-reaching, affecting various aspects of our cognitive and emotional well-being. Excessive sugar consumption has been linked to long-term cognitive problems. When we consume too much sugar, it can lead to a cascade of negative effects on our brain function. This isn't just about the occasional sweet treat. It's about the chronic high levels of sugar that many people consume daily. Studies suggest a higher risk of memory impairment, dementia, and even Alzheimer's disease. These conditions are not just a natural part of aging, but can be exacerbated by poor dietary choices. The brain relies on a delicate balance of nutrients to function optimally, and excessive sugar disrupts this balance. Sugar can also worsen mental health conditions like anxiety and depression. The highs and lows of blood sugar levels can lead to mood swings, irritability, and even long-term mental health issues. It's important to recognize that what we eat can significantly influence our mental state. The exact mechanisms are complex, but chronic inflammation and impaired brain cell communication are thought to play a role. Inflammation in the brain can lead to a host of problems, including the breakdown of neural pathways that are essential for memory and learning. Additionally, sugar can interfere with the way brain cells communicate with each other, leading to cognitive decline. Reducing your sugar intake is crucial for protecting your brain health in the long run. By making conscious choices about what we eat, we can support our brain's health and function. Opting for whole foods, rich in nutrients, and avoiding processed foods high in sugar can make a significant difference. It's not just about cutting out sugar, but about replacing it with healthier alternatives that nourish the brain and body. In addition to dietary changes, incorporating regular physical activity and stress management techniques can further support brain health. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, promoting the growth of new neural connections, while practices like meditation can help reduce stress and improve mental clarity. Quality sleep is another critical factor. Poor sleep can exacerbate the negative effects of sugar on the brain, while good sleep hygiene can help mitigate some of the damage. Ensuring you get enough restful sleep each night is essential for cognitive function and overall brain health. Engaging in mentally stimulating activities and maintaining social connections are also important. These activities can help keep the brain active and resilient, counteracting some of the negative impacts of sugar consumption. Finally, practicing mindfulness and gratitude can have a positive impact on mental health. By focusing on the present moment and appreciating the positive aspects of life, we can reduce stress and improve our overall well-being. In conclusion, while sugar can have detrimental effects on the brain, there are many steps we can take to protect and enhance our brain health. By making mindful choices about our diet, lifestyle, and mental habits, we can support our cognitive function and emotional well-being for years to come. Remember, the choices we make today can have a lasting impact on our brain health. Let's choose wisely and prioritize our well-being. Breaking free. Reducing sugar in your diet. Reducing sugar intake is essential for a healthier brain and body. Start by reading food labels carefully. Be aware of hidden sugars in processed foods. Opt for whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. Gradually reduce the sugar in your diet. This will help your taste buds adjust, and you'll be less likely to crave sugary treats. Drinking plenty of water can also help curb sugar cravings. Reclaiming your health, a life less sweet. Living with less sugar is a journey, not a race. It takes time to retrain your taste buds and break free from sugar's grip. But the rewards are worth it. A sharper mind, a more stable mood, and a healthier body. Remember, you are in control of your choices. By making conscious decisions about your diet, you can reclaim your health and live a longer, more fulfilling life. Join the journey to a healthier you. Are you ready to ditch the sugar and embrace a healthier lifestyle? Subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks on how to reduce sugar intake and improve your overall well-being. Together, let's create a world where health and happiness come first.